Day 124, Presidio Terrace. Would you believe me if I told you that San Francisco has one gated community? We don't really do gated communities in San Francisco, and there might be a couple others where, I don't know, they do like cute, they post cute little signs, or they might do something like, say, private property, no trespassing, to like stop people from entering the general complex. I wouldn't consider those gated communities in the sense that you see gated communities like out in suburb areas. Presidio Terrace is the only gated community in San Francisco. There's 40, if I'm not mistaken, it's 40 lots and 34, 36 houses. So all, again, I do know that the two numbers don't match up, the number of lots and the number of houses. But other than Billionaire's Row, Presidio Terrace is literally the most exclusive part of San Francisco. Here's the other thing. It's the only part of San Francisco that was advertised as being white only. So yeah, before y'all think redlining didn't happen in San Francisco, yes, we did. We did it too. Like I tell people, the neighborhood where Willie Mays, the best baseball player in the entire world, the neighborhood where he owned a house, they tried to redline him out of buying a house. I'm not going to get into all that because there's discrepancies between who actually, whether it was the homeowner or whether it was the owner or the head of the neighborhood association. Again, once people are exposed for being racist, they try really hard to backtrack. So I'm not going to get into that. But the fact remains, San Francisco was an incredibly racist town. It is an incredibly racist town. The United States is insanely racist. Yeah, bet you never got that spin on a place like Presidio Terrace. Anyway. My only knowledge about Presidio Terrace growing up is that the California Pacific Medical Center, where we had all our doctor's appointments, where my 3 younger siblings were born once my mom got the bougie insurance. Again, outskirts of Pacific Heights, but technically Presidio Heights, Presidio Terrace is what this neighborhood is called. I just remember we would drive by the gate all the time, and there'd usually be somebody sitting there, and there's like a bunch of palm trees, which you get used to palm trees in San Francisco, but not necessarily in that neighborhood. And there's also this huge dome that I'm pretty sure is a synagogue. Those were my only memories. It wasn't until literally less than 2 years ago that I actually got a chance to walk in there. I'm the type of person, I ask for forgiveness, not permission. And I saw the gate open. I saw some people walking in there. And so I decided, let me go walk in there as well. At one point, Nancy Pelosi and Dianne Feinstein both lived in Presidio Terrace. As a matter of fact, Dianne Feinstein literally grew up in Presidio Terrace, and she gave the home across the street from the house she grew up in to her daughter. Wouldn't that just be so nice if like your mommy gave you a home that she grew up with? Like, oh, the house that I grew up across the street from is so nice, so I'm gonna give it to my daughter. Anyway, as one person described it, this is a full candy bar kind of neighborhood when you come for Halloween. And why do I mention Halloween? So while I was in there doing my bit of exploring, my bit of messy nosiness, taking videos, etc., a lady walking a dog came up, like, said hi to me. Obviously, she lived there, and she was very friendly, but in retrospect, I think the reason why it was more like, you're in here, but we're watching you. Don't think that we're not watching you. But she, again, very, very friendly. We started to chat, and she told me that the gates actually open for Halloween, that's like the one time of the year when people are allowed to come in. And actually, she told me that the guard person at the gate, he's only there after sundown. But you do with that information what you will. This is not a place of San Francisco I would mess with. Anyway, so, yeah, I thought that was really cool. It's one of those places where people, once you own a house there, you don't not own that house. That's the best way I know how to put it. Like, this is such an exclusive part of San Francisco that if you're able to raise a family there, for all intents and purposes, you're going to go ahead and do it. Okay? Very insanely safe, insanely private, and insanely privileged. So that's Presidio Terrace. I'm going to try to see if I can, I've made videos about Presidio Terrace before, but if I'm not mistaken, the Google Maps image of the actual, like, entire complex, whatever you want to call it, the entire lot, the entire gated community, that's no longer available on Google Maps. I could be wrong about that, but anyway, that's Presidio Terrace.